And while money isn't everything, he is rich and successful. Wow, thank you for using this moment for that outburst because that is very interesting.
I'm awake now.
So before we make our cocktail, I bought us some Malgunsongi soju, which has mushrooms on the label.
Sure does. Those big king oyster ones.
Yeah, so I've never seen a mushroom flavored alcohol, and I said, well, we gotta try that. So we're gonna start with a little shot of mushroom.
Oh, God. What does it smell like?
Dirt and rubbing alcohol.
I don't know. It doesn't really smell like much.
Yeah.
Really get a smell.
Here we go. That's about the same.
Well, let's drink it on full on
Oh,
camera.
we should drink it on camera?
Save it.
Okay,
Get
okay,
the
okay,
next
we'll
one
save it.
ready.
So let me make sure we're really even.
Oh, God. I'm taking a single sip of this shit.
You're shooting this whole thing, damn it! This is Kpop the CORK, you son of a gun.
Oh,
Everybody
God.
tell her to drink it. Tell her right now. Let me hear it. Sound off in the comments if you think Shannon should shoot it all.
I guess I have to, but ew. Okay.
It'll be fine.
No, it'll be fine.
I don't know if it'll be fine. Okay, for the actual drink that we're going to be having, we're going to do a little strawberry, what did we say? Cherry
I have some
lime?
black cherry, little lime,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a little berry surprise.
I don't know. We all got all kinds of flavored soju, so we're just using them up at this point. So we've got our strawberry. Let's throw that in here. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
I like this bloop bloop method. I think it's working good.
Yeah, actually it did work. Okay, that's
Yeah.
even. Boom.
No, in
Done.
bartending school, that's what you count. It's
Bloop,
just
bloop.
Not bloop bloop.
I'm going to put a splash of the regular just so that we cut through that taste.
So we get fucked
Yeah,
up.
so we get drunk, baby. That's the point. That's why we're here.
Then we've got some Waterloo black cherry. I love a Waterloo. I just can't always afford it, so I only buy it at Costco because it's so expensive everywhere else. But it's from Austin, so represent.
Like it. Waterloo Ice House, baby. I used to work at the 24 diner that was attached to both the Ice House and the record store.
Memories.
It was not a fun job. Never work a graveyard shift if you can avoid it. The crazies come out at night. All right, we're ready to go.
All right.
All right, welcome back to
Kpop the
CORK, the show where we read your submissions
While drinking our favorite drinks.
And before we get into any of this, we have to drink what I'm sure will not be a favorite drink, but let's just do it. As you saw in the intro, we have some mushroom flavored soju, which I am really curious what the use case would be. Like, are people supposed to drink this straight because they love mushroom taste, or is it supposed to be like bacon flavored vodka that you use in a bloody, like, is it for Bloody Marys? Is it for like a savory drink, or is it actually sweet? Because I feel like mushroom is very like earthen taste, but I don't know. It smells kind of like
no
Fruit Loops.
Yeah,
But that just might be the alcohol.
I can't,
smell.
yes, I can't tell if I'm just smelling the rubbing alcohol, if I'm smelling the lime on my fingers. Like, I can't get a strong, like, scent profile from it, but
Let's just
fucking
try
see.
it. Cheers. I don't think it tastes like mushrooms. I wonder if it's made of mushrooms. Like,
yeah,
if
it just
it's-
tastes like regular soju.
It just tastes like plain soju.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ugh.
It doesn't have a bad aftertaste, though. The kind of, like, earthiness of it
like cuts through the sting of the alcohol that might.
But no, I would
otherwise
not
be
call
there.
that flavored at all. Hold on.
I wouldn't
wanna look at
really.
this bottle for a second.
Nope.
Aha! All natural pine mushroom extract infused. So I guess it's just like maybe it's mostly made of mushroom or has like mushroom properties and like a kombucha. It's supposed to antioxidant you or something. I don't know.
I was
But
just
it doesn't
gonna say,
taste
yeah,
like
is it
mushroom, thank
supposed to
God.
be- but pine mushrooms added
You can't taste them, so hey.
19.5%, baby.
All right, third episode.
Woo! K-pop the cork. Hey, hey, hey.
So our other drink, we'll try this too.
Sure.
This was our like berry cherry limeade because it's
Yeah.
strawberry and cherry and lime.
Okay.
So let's see how it tastes.
A berry cherry bias.
Oh my god, it tastes like sweet tarts.
Wow,
Like
yeah.
a lot.
It sure does. It sure does.
Like it even smells like candy.
Mm-hmm.
Like a Halloween bag of
Yeah.
Smarties or something.
The sweetness isn't super powerful though when you drink it. Like it's a pretty
It
like,
smells
flat
sweeter than it
taste.
tastes.
Yeah.
But this one is pretty good.
It'll be fine.
Refreshing. I'm gonna clear out these extra glasses just for safety's sake.
Fine. We've had spills before.
Third episode. Now we're
Yes.
getting into fictional dates with our biases.
Yes, so we have been reading all about your favorite K-pop idols. You told us your favorite things and your least favorite things. And now, I think the way I prompted this was just like, if you could spend the afternoon with your bias, what would you do? So very open-ended. Take it what you will.
I also thought it was interesting of you to choose afternoon
As opposed to
specifically.
evening.
Because I was thinking, like, if you'd put spend the day or spend the evening, I feel like spend the day implies
The
all
whole
of
day.
it.
Mm-hmm.
And just the afternoon, like, interesting.
Sure. I don't know. I had no like reasoning
Mm.
for the way that I phrased that. I think it was probably because we were fresh off of like scheduling with One Us that I was like, we spent the afternoon with One Us. So
Right.
like if you had the opportunity to spend the afternoon like with
yeah,
your
yeah.
idol, what would you do? So I didn't have any like ulterior motives with
I
like
wasn't
implying
distrusting
something about
you.
the afternoon.
I just wondered if
but
you would
you know.
put spend the night, like spend an
Oh, yeah,
evening
yeah,
with
yeah,
your
yeah,
bias, if it would have yielded different results or not.
We'll find
We'll
out.
find out.
But hey, afternoon delight is a thing.
Sure. There's a whole song about it.
Sure is.
All right, let's go.
Let's do it. Lino of Stray Kids, go to a cat cafe. He's such a cat dad, and I want to see him overwhelmed by cats. That's a perfect outing. I think.
Perfect.
Ah! I was just gonna hit you.
I didn't deserve a high five.
I like it. It was good.
An afternoon with Becco, assuming that I magically became fluent in Korean.
Obviously,
Sure.
that's
This is
the
a fantasy.
assumption. Excuse me.
I'd want to go to his family's orange farm in Jeju and learn all about oranges, since he is understandably a bit of an orange expert. It would be a good reason to go to Jeju, and I'd probably get free oranges. Truly a win-win.
Yeah, I guess so. If you're really into oranges.
Those Jeju oranges are not a joke, though. Like, they're special.
real good.
They're very special. And at the airport when we were leaving Jeju, there was this lady in front of us trying to frantically tape up, 3 full crates of oranges and check them as luggage. They're important. People want them.
Wow. Spend the afternoon with Bobby of Icon. Look at pictures of his wife and kiddo with him and commiserate over growing up in the middle of nowhere in Virginia. Nice.
That sounds really nice.
Yeah, that's
You'd
pleasant.
really bond.
Yeah.
All right, an afternoon with Solgi from Red Velvet. Walk around somewhere cool and calm like Santa Cruz. It's snowing in Santa Cruz right now. Isn't that crazy? Sorry, an aside. Taking pictures of each other and stopping by a cafe for coffee and desserts while chatting and get to know each other.
Aww.
Lovely.
Spend an afternoon with Moonbyul of Mamamoo, drinking coffee, talking, and other unmentionable things.
Ooh. Our first taste of saucy.
Redacted. Afternoon with Changmin of TVXQ. Definitely a food and wine tour of Seoul with Mino. Can I do that? LOL. Eat too much, get drunk, listen to any wild or funny story he would tell me. Hell yes. Anything you do with Changmin has to include drinking.
Yeah, and
It
fancy
has
restaurants, because he loves
yeah.
those.
Yeah, he's such
So
a
this is
foodie.
good.
And he loves to cook himself. So he would probably either like have ins with chefs to take you to like super
Best
good places. Or you would be able to like go to so many places and eat so much good food, and then you'd go back to his place and he would cook you good food.
Mhm.
So like win.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, you can bring me now. This is
Yes.
a fantasy.
You can. He comes along. It's
He's part of
it.
the package.
All right, this next one is long.
Oh wow.
For Wendy of Red Velvet. I have it all planned out.
Damn.
For airplane. Helicopters so loud.
It's LA, baby. The native bird of Los Angeles.
The helicopter. Okay, Red Velvet will be visiting my city for a charity event, but there's a problem with their hotel and they have no rooms.
Oh no.
Thankfully, they can get an Airbnb, which happens to be my neighbor. I run into them and casually give them some recommendations for things to do around town. Then they would ask me to take them on a day trip to the mountains, and of course, I say yes. So after touring some tourist spots, we'd settle into a cozy campsite near a river.
Ooh.
I would build a campfire and the members would sit around it, just chatting and relaxing. Wendy and I would work to make some food for everyone, grilling meat over the fire, maybe making some fancy cinnamon buns in a cast iron skillet. Then, after our meal together, while the sun is dipping low, we'd roast marshmallows while Wendy casually sings a few of her favorite songs. On our way back to the Airbnb, the members would all be asleep in the back seats of the van, and Wendy sits up front with me. And we'd swap stories about growing up and what life has thrown our way. And as we get close to town, we'd promise to meet up again in a year, somewhere, somehow, to catch up. I'd drop them at their Airbnb to be refreshed and full of energy for the year.
Wow.
I love this.
You have
Manifest.
thought of everything. To do with Q of the boys, I would sit in the practice room and watch him dance the whole day.
I mean, hey,
It's probably what he's doing anyway.
Right.
So tag along with his schedule.
it'd be great to witness.
An afternoon with 10. I absolutely would not spend an afternoon with him. I have zero desire to meet any idol, particularly my bias. That's fair.
Super fair. We talked about this in the first Kpop the CORK. We both have no desire to ever meet Olts, and the thought of it makes me feel sick. And I don't think I could do it.
I just really don't need to embarrass myself in front of Chanyeol. He doesn't need to know that I think he's that hot. You know
Right.
what I mean?
That's
his
just for
ego
you.
is already enough. He doesn't need to see me freak out. That would be embarrassing
Right.
for me
Totally.
and bad for his ego.
All right, this J-Hope one is also long. See if it's been thought about for years, like the Wendy camping trip. We'll find out. Okay. I would love to just hang out with him, get Sprites, and chill. I want to be friends because I think we'd get along really well. But if we're being completely honest and delusional, I really want J-Hope to introduce me to and set me up on a date with another BTS member.
Wait, we had that in a K-pop confession too. Of I want to be I fantasize
Introduce
about
this.
talking to them, and then they introduce me to their member.
Okay, so they want to be set up on a date with my bias wrecker, RM, aka Kim Namjoon. We both love museums and reading and music, and I know he would win my family over easily. RM speaks English, so we wouldn't even have to worry about a language barrier between him and my family, who are extremely white. My parents would adore Namjoon. Seriously, I think someone like him is their ideal son-in-law. And I agree that if I get married, I would want to be married to a guy like Namjoon who is smart, well-spoken, and has a lot of similar interests. And while money isn't everything, he is rich and successful. I'd be lying if I said that wasn't a plus. I'm not being a gold digger. It's just called being ambitious and marrying someone above your socioeconomic class. Of course, this is a complete delusion, and Namjoon can spend the rest of his life with whomever he chooses, and I will be very happy for him whenever he inevitably gets married to someone who isn't me. But seriously, where can I find a guy like that? I don't know why, but my biases in male groups tend to be, quote, the guy I want to be besties with, and my bias wreckers tend to be, this is the one I want to get married to.
I love that
That's
that
your
entire
dynamic.
paragraph was not about J-Hope. Spending an afternoon with Key of SHINee. I want to play with Comde and Garcon with him and dress them up in cute outfits. Then I want to go shopping with him, either for the dogs or for ourselves. His fashion taste is really cool, and I would love him to review and critique my own fashion choices.
Brave.
Ooh, I would not want him to review or critique my fashion choices, but I would allow him to take me shopping and be
Pick
his little
something
doll.
out. Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
He can dress me up however he wants, but please don't review the things I normally wear.
That's very fair. An afternoon with Chaeyoung of Twice. I want her to design a tattoo for me so bad. Her art style is so cool, and we go get tattoos together.
That's such a good
That's
one.
a good one.
That's what I would do that with Hyuna.
Yeah, that
just
would
like
be
go
very
get
fun.
some dumb fun tattoo with Hyuna. Oh my god, that would be great. That's a good one. I like that. Another afternoon with Key. Shopping. Spending all that McDonald's cash. Fancy lunch at a wine bar. Modern art museum. Gossip about everyone. Yeah, that sounds like a great day.
Yeah, perfect.
An afternoon with Dami of Dreamcatcher. Drinking coffee at a cafe in Paris.
Ooh, yes. It is a fantasy. You can set
You
this
can go
date wherever you want.
All right, afternoon with Tamin. I'd love to just do something silly and fun with him, like watch bad horror movies on the couch together and cuddle, just chill and silly. And then maybe I'll destroy him more afterwards if we want to get a little raunchy with it.
All right, we got our first unabashed hookup confession. And he used some lyrics. I love it. Very creative.
That's what I asked for. I asked for this. It's fine.
A Bang Chan afternoon. I would want to walk around Seoul together while he tells me stories about all his favorite places and eat delicious food.
Nice. Maybe make him take a nap.
Yeah. Oh, a nap. That would be a nice activity.
That would be a nice afternoon. An afternoon with Yonghoon of One We. I'm an introvert and he's an extrovert, so I'm not quite sure. I'm especially not the creative type when it comes to spending time with others. I'd lean into his recommendations more. Although I think anything together, like maybe an amusement park or planetarium or a trip to the seaside, would be really nice. Just trying new things, honestly, and something outdoors because I need to get out more. Honestly, I think you are the creative type when it
those are
comes
all
to
really
spending
good
time.
suggestions.
Amusement park, planetarium, that's such a good date. Going to the seaside, an aquarium, all of these things. Excellent date choices.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. All right, an afternoon with Hoshi. We would eat lots of delicious food and then go to the noraebang. I know it would be an awesome time, and if he wanted to bring along a few other 17s, I wouldn't say no to that.
Coops loves a noraebang.
Group date.
Love that.
Afternoon with Woozy. Woozy hates leaving the house.
He does.
So we would have a great time indoors. I would love to see his studio, and if I'm really lucky, he might show me some music he's currently working on.
I like that. I also love to spend the day inside. Another afternoon with Bang Chan. Bang Chan. That's probably the worst question so far, ... I have too many options. As someone who has a whole epistolary diary dedicated to this man, I think this is unfair. What a word. I'm a simple person of simple ideas, though. I think it would be cool to spend the day in a cafe or record store, or maybe just watching a movie at my house. I went full fantasy land at that last one, but it's my chance to fantasize, so I'll allow it. And so will we.
Yeah. An afternoon with Shiny Mino. I'm cool with anything because honestly, I'd probably just spend the entire time staring at his arms. I'm a simple woman. I like a pair of well-muscled arms.
He especially has really nice
His forearms are beautiful.
Yeah.
Exceptionally gorgeous.
An afternoon with BM of Card. I believe he would be very fun to go on a chill pub crawl with.
Ooh, yeah.
Yes. Bonus points, he can carry you home afterwards.
Yes.
BM is the guy to go on a pub crawl.
Very
with,
true.
For sure.
A Tiffany afternoon, I'd like to take her to get our nails done.
Ooh.
Before the flag scandal, Tiffany's nails were constantly a hot item. You might remember Tiffany nails being a trending topic. I love getting my nails done too. I actually just came back from getting my own nails based on the Mr. MV. We'd go get our nails done, and I'd have to take her for burgers afterward with ice cream for dessert.
Nail art.
Cute!
Ooh, I love it. AOGG.
Yeah,
That's
those
so
are really
cute.
adorable.
Those are cute.
Great job. Great
Also,
job.
K-pop themed nails. Genius. I
Super
love that
genius.
idea.
All right, an afternoon with Young K of day 6. The thing about Young K is that he feels like a guy I could hang out with easily. So that's what we do. Nothing fancy, just relaxing. I'd introduce him to my husband and my kids, and we'd take him out to explore our hometown a little bit. He went to school in Toronto before becoming a trainee, but I don't think he ever came out east to Nova Scotia. Then we'd end up eating takeout and watching music videos in our basement rec room with some friends. It would be a typical weekend hangout, extremely chill, full of laughs and good food, curled up on our giant couch. Perfect.
Oh, that sounds very nice.
I love that you're just like, I want to take him into my world with
Yes.
my family and my cozy basement and my friends. Like, this is really nice.
It is very sweet, and I love that you're involving the whole fam.
Yeah.
Oh shit, this one's long. Hold on, let me get my glasses. This one's about RM from BTS. Free him from Hybe! Get him away from those sleazy scumbags. This is unpopular among some people, but Hybe are far from the white knights people think they are. The higher ups in Hybe know what they did.
Ooh,
And I
gee.
can't say what they did or how I know. But notice how Hybe artists are never involved in scandals? There's a reason for that.
Ooh.
Hybe is known to sabotage other idols. I can't say much because they will come after me and people I care about. And if this were to happen, it would cause problems for a group I know you care about very much. And so do I. But let's just say they had a hand in exposing and potentially orchestrating parts of a very large, fairly recent scandal that took multiple high-profile people down to cover something one of their artists did. What? I have no clue. I do know who they were supposedly covering for, though. So yeah, just burn Hybe to the ground. And don't let Namjoon go to YG either. YG the man is like 500 times worse than you think he is. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
I'm in shock. This is not a confession episode. I was not expecting this.
Also, that has nothing to do with Namjoon or like what you guys would do.
But hey, you used your platform.
Yeah, but what would you do with Namjoon? I would burn Hybe to the ground. Like, holy shit. Also,
There's so much tea in here.
I want these deets. These are anonymous. You can tell me.
I'm gonna think about this for a long time, but you should give us more details.
I
We
am-
won't share them,
Send
but
us.
my gears are turning.
Send us the deets.
Wow, thank you for using this moment for that outburst because that is very interesting.
I'm awake now.
All right, afternoon with Wooyoung from ATEEZ. Oh my god. If Wooyoung and I could hang out together, I would want to go shopping for whatever. I think that even grocery shopping with him would be fun. But also, if we were besties, and we would be, I know it in my little Delulu heart, I would want to get matching tattoos with him. Something cute and small, but honestly, any activity would be fun with him. He's just got that bright, happy, sunshine vibe.
I love a matching tattoo.
Lots of
I do.
shopping in here too. That's such a fun bonding activity.
Yeah, that's what I would do with Minghao, for sure. Go shopping. An afternoon with Utah of NCT. Okay, assuming we could speak a common language, you guys. This
Naturally.
is always
It's in
the assumption.
dreams.
We are fantasizing. Okay. Assuming we speak a common language, I'd love to have him take me around Osaka and try every single street food stall there is. And then have some sake because that man loves to drink and let out his inner wholesome frat boy. Sure.
Oh, wholesome frat
A
boy.
wholesome frat boy.
That's cute.
What is that?
Yeah, what is that? That sounds like a
That sounds
paradox.
fake.
An afternoon with Vivi of Luna. I would love to cook with her. Prepare a big feast for friends, including lots of dishes from different parts of the world.
Nice.
That would be fun. That's also a good bonding activity.
An afternoon with Nayeon of Twice. I would like to go to an amusement park and ride all the scary rides with her, and then have a massive Korean/American mukbang where we eat all our favorite food. Then I would force her to play me all of Twice's unreleased songs and comebacks.
Yeah, get some sneaky information.
Yes, I
love
like it. I like it.
An afternoon with Jin Soul of Luna. The ultimate chill hangout. We could start by hanging out and building models together or doing a puzzle, just hang and chit chat. Then when we get tired of that, we can head out for some of our favorite snacks. We both love tteokbokki and drinks. And as it turns to evening, we could go to the river and watch fireworks together.
Aww.
This is very
That's
wholesome.
romantic. I like it. An afternoon with Joshua of 17. He seems like a chill guy, so we could go shopping, check out museums, go to cafes, etc. I could take lots of pictures of him in different places to post on Instagram, but the most important part, I want to hear the idol gossip. I will sign whatever NDA is needed. Maybe Joshua doesn't seem like a gossipy person, but some of his members for sure are, so I know he knows the tea. I think Joshua seems very gossipy. Like, that's just my opinion. I think that boy loves to talk shit.
Yeah. It's the California.
It's the California bro. He is a Cali girl at heart.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
An afternoon with Chanyo.
Oh no, she's not even gonna be able to start this one.
We would. I can't read this.
I'll read it if you can.
We would embrace each other and just stay like that for the entire afternoon. Pure comfort and sweetness, and we would just ask each other little questions if we're doing well and such, and just sigh with contentment. The end.
All right, next. Mingyu from 17. We would cook first, or at least I would try, and he would teach me how to use a Korean kitchen. Then we would sit down and eat and talk for hours and laugh and do some dirty stuff as well.
I love flipping it. Just throwing it in there. And also some dirty stuff. Goodbye. Okay. Next is Kai from EXO. I love dogs too, so we're going to a dog cafe.
Innocent.
Wow, didn't expect Kai's to
Yeah,
be innocent.
so
I'm not
innocent.
gonna lie.
Yeah.
Of all the idols
Right.
to get dirty with.
Afternoon with Sangyeon from the boys. Go to the zoo or something outdoors. I get the feeling that he's much more relaxed when he has something to do, and it would be fun to just walk around and see things and chat. Taking his comfort into consideration. I like
very
that.
nice. Hyunjae of the boys. Hyunjae is the absolute best when he's laughing, so I'd want to do something that's lighthearted and fun. However, he's also very distractible, so it could be nice to have a specific task to do together. Maybe volunteer at a dog shelter for an afternoon. Some of his most contented looking photos are taken when he's with his own dog.
Oh my god,
That's
philanthropy.
very sweet. Yeah, and also volunteering as a date.
That's so
Wow.
nice.
That's nice of you. I've never done that.
Afternoon with Junho. Similarly, I would go to a cat pet shelter with him. I'm sure he would love playing with the kittens, and of course we would have lunch and a dessert bar.
Ooh,
Thinking about dessert. Love it.
An afternoon with Kyungjun of Gravity, I would Nuna the shit out of him platonic. I'd treat him to a delicious meal, and then we'd go shopping, and I'd buy him whatever he wants. In this scenario, I seem to have more money than I actually do.
Fantasy.
LOL. It's a fantasy.
It's a fantasy.
You can spend your money on whatever you want. Lino of Stray Kids. I feel like that would be awkward and uncomfortable for both of us, as we have never met and speak zero of the same languages.
Fantasy!
Come on, guys. So instead, I will plan an afternoon for him. Agenda: go home and hang out with Suni, Dungi, and Dori. P.S. Please tell them I said hi.
Are those the cats?
Those are his cats. He has 3 of them.
an afternoon with Suho. This person would want to take Suho. No,
Oh.
I would want Suho to take me to a 5-star restaurant. Boy is rich. And have conversations about politics and world peace and make out a little.
That's so real. This is the realest person on here. No lie. Like that other person who was like, I'm not a gold digger, but also he rich. Like, yes.
Yeah, he is.
Yes.
So make him
we're
take
gonna
you
go to
somewhere
a fancy
nice.
restaurant and then maybe we're gonna make out a little. Like, yes. Speak your truth. All right, afternoon with Sehun of EXO. I just want to squish his cheeks and take the kid to an arcade or something. All right, getting more wholesome.
Yeah. Wholesome, all caps, Chen from EXO. Play with his kids, please.
Oh, that would be really cute. Wait, it's like not an afternoon with Chen. It's like, I'm going to be the babysitter so that you guys can have a date.
Yeah, that would be
Just
nice.
give me your children and you can go. Also call Uncle Chanyeol.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this one is for Baekhyun from EXO. They would do an escape room. The madness. OMG.
That would be a very memorable experience, like,
Yeah.
for sure.
I don't think I would want to do an escape room with Baekhyun. I've only done one escape room, and I think that his chaos energy would
Get so frustrated.
would be so frustrating.
Because he'd be like touching things that you'd already put in a certain way.
Yeah, but he
maybe
wouldn't
trying to
actually be
figure out a
solving
puzzle,
any
he'd
of
be,
the
like,
puzzles.
doing other
Like,
stuff.
yeah, he would just be like poking stuff and like moving things around, but not actually helpful. So good luck with that fantasy date.
Oh dear.
On afternoon with Hyunjae of the boys. Alexa, play Love Talk by Wavy.
This is so clever. You win an award for very clever answer. If you are unfamiliar with Love Talk by Wavy, go look up the lyrics right now and it will explain everything you need to know. And it takes into account the thing everyone's
The
stressing
language
about. Everyone's like, the
barrier.
language barriers. Wavy says you
need
don't have to worry
it.
about that.
You don't need
You just need the
it.
language of your body.
Yeah, we don't even speak the same language. You don't know what I'm saying.
All right, our final date with DK of 17. It says, is it weird to say that I just want to cuddle and talk with him about anything? Because that's all I want.
I mean, we had a submission that just said that they would embrace Chanyeol
Embrace
for the
and
entire
whisper.
time. So no, I don't think it's weird.
It's not weird.
I mean, it's weird,
it?
but it's
not
the only
unusual.
one. Not unusual to cuddle your idols. Do 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 do.
Wow, guys. Great job. Some of you were really able to lean into the fantasy. Others
well
were
done.
too caught up in the realities of life.
But
And
I
let
get
that
that.
go, man.
I know, but I
This is
also
dreams.
like. Don't you ever catch yourself like you're in your bed and you're like trying to think of a like dream scenario, and then you're like, wait, in order for this to be true, X,
So
Y,
many
and Z
things have
needed
to
to be
change,
true
right.
first, and so then you're like, pause this scene so that I can quickly think up the backstory
For
that
how
led
I
me
ended
to
up
this
here.
moment. Okay, now I know how that and play. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I do that all the time.
I get it. I get it.
So I get it.
But you guys did a very good job.
Yeah.
There's a lot of similarity in here. I feel like everybody just really wants to have like nice bonding time
Yeah.
and see the sights and have good conversations and learn some secrets and like see what they're best at. I love that a lot of people were like, I want to hear unreleased songs. I want to watch them dance. Like,
or taking into consideration the things that they know their idol likes to do, and it's like, I want them to choose the activity. I want to go do this because they really like doing it. And so like you all took those like special interests that we know of the idols and turned that into a whole afternoon, which is cute.
very cute.
I like
so
it.
great job. Cheers to all of you.
Cheers to all of you.
And
I have a question for you.
Oh, God.
Just for fun. If you could spend the afternoon with Bomi of A-Pink, what would you do?
ooh, oh my God, what will we do? I would want to do something like fun and really activity based, like escape room or like theme park. Or like one of those like rage rooms where you get to smash the
Ooh,
TV.
yeah.
Like just do something kind of fun because she's such a like free spirited person that I feel like nothing would throw her and she'd be down for any kind of like activity or
Totally.
whatever. And I know that she like doesn't really give a shit about clothes, so like we could go shopping, but like that probably wouldn't be as fun. And like I would definitely love to like end up at karaoke.
Yeah. That'd be fun.
And just have like a real wild, uninhibited time, because she's such a person who like doesn't give a fuck, and I feel like we would have a really fun day together.
That would be good. I like it.
Do you have a person? I'm trying to think of a person.
Because
Because you already said you'd go shopping with Mingyu or with Ming Hao.
I would go shopping with Ming Hao for sure, and then we would go to a wine bar. If I had an afternoon with Sunmi, I feel like I would want to go like roller skating.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, like I'm really bad at roller skating, but I do my best and I like keep getting up even though I fall. And I feel like she has kind of a like, she loves like vintagey aesthetics, so I feel like having kind of an old school date would be cute, where we could do like roller skating and then like split a milkshake and like watch horror movies or something. Like I feel like that would be really
That's
cute.
a really good answer. I like that one. Great job. So this was the end of the free section of this series of K-pop The CORK. So what we're going to be doing next is all of these lovely people submitted pictures. One picture, we said, pick your favorite.
And some people didn't follow the rules.
So apologies.
And
some are skipped because
we had to skip because like, oh, you didn't send a picture, you sent a video, or like, oh, you didn't send one picture, you sent the entire Google image search result. So like, sorry, but some of the guys like didn't make it onto the final episode. But we've got plenty of hotties to peruse.
So the point is we are just going to be clicking through these, and we're going to play a good old-fashioned TikTok style game of smash or pass.
Yeah, but I'm gonna make us drink every time we smash.
Okay, that sounds crazy. But that episode will only be available on Patreon. So if you want to see it, you need to sign up at patreon.com/AMAKPopPod. AMAKPopPod. If you join our Patreon, you can get lots of bonus content, including the 4th episode of every K-pop The CORK series, as well as extra audio podcasts, other video content. So sign up if you want to see that. But thanks for everybody who submitted. Cheers to y'all, and we'll see you on Patreon. And this was K-pop The CORK.
Well done.
Yeah.